Philip Young, who's the chairman of the Communications Committee for, I guess it's for the Amador County Republican Central Committee, right? Or just call them Amador County Republicans.
Right, there you go.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, how is the committee doing these days?
We're doing pretty good. We're actually trying to get people interested. Want to remind people that the Amador County Republicans are still around, and we have a location on Martel Plaza. It's suite number 11. So we have meetings every month, actually,
now,
the third
Martel,
Thursday.
what's the stores
Martel
next
Plaza?
To you? What's the stores next to you?
I think there's a dance studio.
Okay.
So
that's the one right up from the big Martel Plaza. It's on the other side of the street up near the Hunt Oil or whatever it is.
I think it is, yes.
Anyway, okay.
Right.
Tell us the purpose of the Republican Central Committee. There's a Republican and a Democratic Central Committee. What's the purpose of the Republican Central Committee?
Well, the Central Committee is actually organized to help people in Amador County get familiar with the Republican Party, get familiar with some of the issues and some of the issues that we need to work on.
And people might not know, but the Central Committee, if there's enough interest in either, is competitive. People actually have to put their names in for it, and they go through an election process?
Well, yeah, you have to be initiated into the Central Committee, but actually anyone can join the Republican Party and actually be a participant in every monthly meeting.
And there's so many representatives per district? Is that the way it works? Okay. Are you short any areas right now where you need more involvement?
No, not right now.
Okay. But you always need more involvement.
We always need more involvement, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly true.
Now, what kind of issues is the Central Committee working on?
Well, we have the larger issue, which is the upcoming, presidential election, which is in 2016. So we have local elections, we have Board of Supervisor meetings coming up. So we want to get as prepared as possible for that.
And you have some issues on your paper here, but specific examples of, you talk about what does it mean to be a conservative Republican, and then you cite some issues there. Can you talk briefly about that?
People, I don't think they understand what conservative actually means. It's actually fairly simple, and that we like to keep things local. In other words, if you can find a local solution to a problem, keep it local. Don't like to have big government, don't like to have limited government, like to be fiscally responsible. And actually like to have one thing that people don't understand is conserving natural resources. So that's one thing conservatives actually mean.
And you brought up natural resources. Let's talk about the wild and scenic issue a little bit. Let's talk about that. And what's the position of the Central Committee and why?
Well, it's important to maintain the environmental integrity of a river, but there's also the matter that you don't want too much supervision, too many decisions being made about local water, especially when it affects people locally. So actually I think it's important that we study, and I think this AB 142 is a good measure in that regard, to study the impact of what's actually going to happen before you start to superimpose all these other individuals and other interests. It becomes a conflict of interest very rapidly.
And I think 142 passed out of the Natural Resources Committee in the Assembly. I have not seen the amendments yet. I know there were significant amendments added by East Bay Mud and by the environmental interests, Foothill Conservancy, but without those amendments, it wasn't going to pass out of committee.
Right. Well, yeah, there's always compromise. It's always
well, address something. People think that you're a Republican, you don't care about the environment.
Oh, absolutely we care about the environment. But we also care about business. We also care about the community. So what we're interested in is actually having a functioning government. Actually having decisions that are made locally so that we know that the impact is not going to be so great it actually impacts negatively or negatively impacts people in the area.
And you talk about the impacts. We're in the middle of a drought right now. Could be a mega drought that they talk about.
Right.
So putting a designation on that river could have some very great ramifications.
Well, it could, because it could restrict people's access to water, and that could affect their business.
Now, Central Committee has activities. I know you have a Lincoln Day dinner coming up.
Right, we do. That's April 23rd, actually. We have that at Mellon Phase. It's a dinner. It's on Thursday, and it's a buffet, and it begins at 5:45 in the evening. And reservations are by April 16th.
Okay, and who's the speaker for it?
The speaker is Dennis Rebell.
And who is he?
He's actually was married to Reagan, and he is going.
Was he married to Maureen Reagan?
Yes, he was. Yes.
Okay, and she's passed away, I think,
I
from
believe,
cancer.
Unfortunately, so yes.
So anyway, okay, that's a great speaker to have in there. You have other people coming there, but anybody's welcome to that?
Anyone is welcome. exactly.
Okay. Why don't you give us contact information if people might be interested?
Okay, we have a website which is www.amadorrepublicans, that's 2 R's, .com, and then we have a phone number now. It's 209-257-3405.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for being here, Philip. Good information, and we're going to go to a break. We'll be right back with Heather.
You're watching Amador County's local